Alright, so you somehow woke up in ancient Rome. Congrats, you're already dying. Let's go over how. First off, hygiene. Romans had public baths, right? Super advanced, you think? Yeah, except everyone used the same water. You're chilling in a giant human soup. That dude with a weird rash? Sharing a soak with you. Hope you like pink eye. Oh, and they cleaned their butts with sponges on sticks. Communal sponges. Sometimes they didn't even rinse between uses. Want a wipe? Too bad. It's the sponge of destiny now. Speaking of poop, Roman cities smelled like death. Imagine a combination of open sewers, animal guts, spoiled food, and unwashed humans baking under the Mediterranean sun. Walking down the street was basically a speed run for tetanus. And good. Luck not slipping. People just dumped garbage and piss out the window. Hope you can dodge a flying turd, gladiator. Now let's talk health. You get a paper cut? Infection? You get a mosquito bite? Malaria? You drink water? Cholera. Their medical solutions were basically pray and maybe bleed a little. Their top doctor, Galen, thought illness was caused by bad juices inside you. The cure? Barbecue your skin or drink gladiator blood. Real science, folks. Diet? You're not feasting on grapes and roast boar every night, Marcus. That was for rich people. You're eating barley gruel every day, which is just wet sadness in a bowl. Maybe if you're lucky, you get a side of questionable fish sauce. Romans loved fermented fish sauce, called garum. It smelled like a rotting whale's colon, and they put it on everything. If garum was sold today, it would come with a hazmat sticker. Now let's say you offend someone important. Maybe you said the emperor looked like a potato. Boom, crucifixion time. Or fed to lions. Or tied in a sack with a dog, a rooster, a monkey, and a snake, then tossed in a river. That was an actual punishment, poena cullae, for killing your dad. Because regular drowning wasn't spicy enough. You think you'll stay out of trouble? Good luck. Romans loved suing each other for everything. You looked at someone's wife? Lawsuit. You sold bad wine? Lawsuit. You built a wall and your neighbor's cat got stuck in it? Death penalty. Okay, maybe not death, but definitely some light exile. Maybe you want to escape to the army. Bad idea. Roman soldiers marched 20 miles a day carrying gear heavier than your will to live. Training included full contact sparring with wooden swords twice as heavy as real ones. Oh, and if your unit sucked. In battle, the punishment was decimation. They literally killed 1 out of every 10 men at random. Imagine Chad from accounting stabbing you because Steve forgot his helmet. Now imagine you survive all that, and you're old. You're like 35. Yeah, that's old. Life expectancy was around 25-30 years, and even if you made it past that, congrats. You're just a super old man with no teeth, arthritis, and no retirement plan. Your prize? Sitting around waiting to get invaded by Germans. Speaking of which, Rome was not as stable as you think. Emperors dropped like flies. Half of them got murdered by their guards. Some emperors lasted a few months before getting shanked at dinner. So even if you become successful, you're basically living a real-life Hunger Games. Oh, and don't think you'll get rich being a merchant or whatever. The economy was a disaster half the time. Inflation got so bad under Emperor Diocletian that they had to invent price controls. Like, no selling bread for more than 2 bronze. Coins or we kill you kind of controls. Didn't work. People just stopped selling bread. Women. If you're a woman, life's even more cursed. You belong to your father until you belong to your husband. No voting, no real rights, and childbirth was basically Russian roulette without the bullets. Just the death. Slaves. Huge part of society. Romans enslaved millions. If you look slightly foreign, congrats, you might get sold off at a market next to a goat. And if you rebelled, like Spartacus did, guess what? They crucified 6,000 rebels along the road. Talk about curb appeal. Oh, and religion. Early on, if you didn't worship the Roman gods properly, you were basically a terrorist. Later, when Christianity spread, they were the ones getting fed to lions. Basically, the rule was, wrong god, wrong day, you die. Weather? Think endless summer, but not the fun kind. No air conditioning. Mosquitoes with vengeance issues, random plagues sweeping through. And if you lived near Mount Vesuvius, you just got Pompeii'd out of existence one morning. Surprise volcano. Transportation? Horses if you're rich. Otherwise, you walk. Roads were good but full of bandits. Imagine door-dashing yourself and getting mugged halfway through. Final bonus round. If you survived disease, hunger, violence, slavery, random volcanoes, legal nonsense, and existential despair, congratulations. Now you get to experience the collapse of the Western Roman Empire. Germanic tribes kicking down. The doors, economy imploding, cities crumbling. It's like the world's worst season finale. Ancient Rome sounds cool in Assassin's Creed. In real life, you'd last about 3 hours before crying in a ditch over diarrhea and debt. Good luck, time traveler.